Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading for November 13th through the 19th. I'm going to be taking a look at what's coming up for you for the next 7 days. I'm going to start by looking at your current situation, where things are heading for you, the internal and external energies affecting you, as well as your outcome. This is a general reading and it may not resonate for everyone. If it resonates for you, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel as it helps me to pick up on your energy for all future reads. At the end of your reading, I will be pulling an oracle message for you from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck to give us some more insight, guidance, and clarification on your situation. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. For Gemini, show me their current situation, where things are heading, and the outcome for November 13th through the 19th. All right, overall energy to your reading is going to be the Lovers, okay? So I definitely do see some relationship vibes here, a union. Currently we have the Eight of Pentacles that comes out in your current situation. So I definitely see a lot of hard work going into either relationship or overall just been working a lot, working hard, trying to complete something you started on and being very diligent with that work and not kind of breaking for anything. So where things are heading for the next 7 days is going to be the Emperor. Okay, so there are some boundaries here. There's also some authority of some sort. Now, this could be your boss, of course, coming into play, but it's showing that there are some authoritative, that like very strong boundaries here being in place. The energy that you're bringing to your reading is the Seven of Swords. I'm really curious why you're bringing this to your reading. Either you don't trust or there's something that you feel you need to be deceptive of. Maybe not being truthful about something entirely. That doesn't mean, oh my gosh, you're lying, Gemini. But maybe you don't want to tell someone the full truth about a situation and you're kind of holding back a little bit. Or you feel you can't trust certain people. And there is that as well, but we will clarify and get further into that. The energy that someone is bringing to your reading is the Queen of Wands. They, living their best life, feeling fulfilled, and just doing their own thing. They're a lot of fun to be around. So if you're having to be someone that you're not, just to be in this person's, circle, be authentic to yourself, of course, but the Ten of Pentacles comes out as the outcome. And I love that because there is definitely a commitment and one that's very strong and you can build upon it. Let's go ahead and start clarifying. We're going to start with this Eight of Pentacles. All right, the Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Cups, as well as the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck here, okay? So I definitely see that work is really important to you right now, and you're trying to just stick to that. You feel like you don't have enough time for love, but you've been thinking about your feelings for someone and how deep they are and how much you do care about them and love them, and that you do want to pursue them. You want to ask them how their day is, you want to just make them feel important, and that is important to you. But at the same time, it's hard for you to find that perfect balance. And don't worry, nobody has that perfect balance in work and personal life. But the fact that you're trying, that's good. So let's go ahead and clarify the Emperor of where things are heading. Feels like this person's putting those boundaries there, which is making you feel that they're not being honest about something. The Emperor is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Death card, as well as the Devil at the bottom of the deck here. And, you know, if it's really coming off that this person is putting these boundaries in place, they're feeling that you've already emotionally checked out. You're more concerned with work, and that tells them that things are over here. And so they're putting boundaries between you and them, because they feel that, you know, you're not being very nice, or you're not being honest, or, you know, you're just trying to manipulate me. This isn't a good relationship because you're more concerned with work than you are with me. Let's go ahead and clarify that Seven of Swords for the energy you're bringing to your reading. The Empress, the Ace of Wands, the Judgment card, and the Knight of Swords as the energy you're bringing to your reading here. It's really showing up that you feel you can't trust something that feels abundant, love. You're really passionate about giving it a chance here, but there's also a lot of frustration with feeling that you can't fully trust this person, you know, so that's really difficult. And I do feel that, you know, as you're going through what looks like a transition and a rebirth here, that your alignment of what you once wanted might not match what's in the present right now. And that's causing a little bit of like, can I really trust this? That's how it's coming out. And the fact that this person over the course of the next 7 days is feeling that, you know, I'm just not happy here anymore. Gemini is always busy, and so I feel like this is over. Really makes you feel like, what is this person doing behind my back when I said I'm working or I've been busy or whatever. They want your time and attention is how it really comes off. Let's go ahead and clarify that Queen of Wands for the energy they're bringing to your reading. You know what's crazy is this person fears not being good enough, not being enough for someone. As much as they on the outside they look like they have it all together, this person has a lot of fear of insecurities, not being good enough for someone, or finding the right person, and they're going through like a spiritual lesson, teaching. It's almost like they're trying to learn from someone how to not, maybe counseling, you know, even not to feel that way. So we have the Devil, the Eight of Swords, as well as the Hierophant, the Tower at the bottom of the deck here as well, you know, but they do have, they're trying to do the right thing for themselves, like putting on a face of I'm fine, everything's fine, my life is fine. But there is that fear of not finding that perfect person or not being good enough for that perfect person. And it creates a lot of shakeup for them. Like they look fine and on the inside everything's kind of rattled. I think we all go through that. Let's go ahead and clarify that Ten of Pentacles for the outcome here. The Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Moon, the Six of Wands, and the World card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so, I mean, this is a good relationship here. It is the outcome of a solid relationship. Looks really good. There's a lot to offer. There's some things that are not discussed. You know, we're looking at things that are kind of creating an illusion between what is good, what you both have to offer, the fact that things are a win outcome, like getting at the end of the week, you both give each other recognition, and I think that that's wonderful here. But you know, the World card is showing that there's a completion to this cycle. Work has been a lot for you, but at the same time, you want to be in this person's life. The reason that they're feeling like they're going to take a step back from you, I don't see them, you know, they're just like, I'm just going to be busy working because Gemini's busy working, and I feel like that things are over between the two of us, so I'm putting some boundaries between the two of us by taking a step back. They can do their own thing. That's creating this lack of trust in you for this person here, when really this person is feeling that you're putting work above everything else, which is making them feel like you're going to leave them. And I feel like your person has a lot of like abandonment that has happened in their past, and so they don't want to be the person left behind again. And in order to not be the person left behind, that's where they're taking that step back, that if you decide to leave, they kind of already are like checking out, like, oh, Gemini checked out, I checked out. But then it comes down to the fact that you two in this commitment here, which, you know, there's a lot of building success. It's both what you want. You know, you don't have all the answers, but it is a victory. It's a win outcome, and it's a completion of a certain cycle. You two will be ready for the next step here, getting through what feels like a little bit of a tough situation in the next 7 days of needing to just kind of validate each other, you know, or let them know, like, yeah, I really have been working. And I think that once they see that you give time to them again, that they will be reassured that, you know, you're not leaving them, or you're not out doing something else you shouldn't be. That's kind of what they want. So let's go ahead and get an oracle message for you. What do you want Gemini to know about their reading? Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. Okay, so when you don't have the answers, or you need a little bit of guidance, it's okay to open up to your spiritual source. Also trust your intuition here, and you will find those answers. You know, we also have begin now, take your first step. Okay, letting this person know how important they are to you, and that's what you're doing in the present of, I know I've been busy, I'm busy with work, but I told them I care about them. If you're feeling like you need to check in a little bit more with them on just having a 5-minute conversation, or getting together with them for lunch or something like that, or just, you know, going out on a date or something of that nature in the next 7 days, that would really help them see that you still care about them. There's something about this person needs that attention to feel that they're seen and that you're not going to abandon them. And that comes from the trauma that they've experienced in their past. So there's nothing you could do to change that trauma. It's something that this person would have to work through, and it feels like they're trying to work through that. It's just going to take them some time to really trust that you'll be there for them as well. So this is what I have for you, Gemini. If it resonates for your situation, go ahead and hit that like button. I will see you in your next reading coming up. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.